and people are allowed to come every 90 days. In the last 40 years, my calculations are over 65,000 people and over 20,000 families.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It is.
That is truly some amazing numbers. Welcome to another episode of Small Town Grit. I'm your host, Corey Haubs, and I have the coordinator of the Vassar Area Food Pantry, Peggy Barnes. Welcome, Peggy.
Thank you.
Man, I just found out that it is your 40th year at the Vassar Food Pantry.
I know. I'm so proud of the community and everyone who, it's just a very caring community. Otherwise, we would have never made it this far. It takes a village. It really does.
40-year history. Does that mean you started the Vassar Food Pantry?
No, a group of people, including Kevin Haynes, who is still the treasurer, started it at the Methodist Church, and they had a board, and a year later I came on. I've been doing it 39 years, and I worked at the school, and I really knew that we needed something like this. Mm-hmm. And these people were teachers also, and they knew how much, we needed something like this. And it's been successful. God bless us.
I know it's Vassar in the name, Vassar Food Pantry, but what other communities do you service, or do you know that they rely on your help?
Well, we've always served Vassar, Millington, Reese, Richville, Mayville, Millington, and Frankenmuth, because that's the churches, the schools, the businesses, everyone that supports us and promotes us. And so we never turn anyone away that comes from any of those areas. And people are allowed to come every 90 days. In the last 40 years, my calculations are over 65,000 people and over 20,000 families.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It is.
That is truly some amazing numbers.
And I can't speak enough about all of the volunteers through the years, because there are people that started from the beginning and helped me and volunteered for 20, 30 years, and they're older, they have health issues, whatever. They've quit, and we have other people, but people thank me all the time that work with me, and I tell them, I can't do this alone. Without you, it would have never gone 40 years. Mm-hmm. We need all that help to go and purchase the food and talk to the people, and it's just, I can't say enough about what a caring community we live in. I put it on Facebook all the time how blessed we are. Yeah,
and when you're saying community, it's not just Vassar, it's everybody else surrounding. Yeah, yes. which is amazing. I've seen it. Volunteerism is down. I mean, Do you still have good support to come in and stock shelves?
Absolutely. And being in the location that we are at St. Francis Catholic Church, we're right across from the Vassar High School parking lot. So any time that I need help, I call Billy Germain, who's the athletic director, and he will send kids over. He'll say, what time do you need them? And he'll send them over, usually, like 3 or 4 seniors. One day, last year, with a cereal drive that you sponsored, he actually sent over 12 because we had 832 boxes of cereal to separate. So he sent over 12. And so really, like I said, it's the whole community. All I have to do is reach out, and they're right there to help.
Yeah, let's talk about the cereal challenge we did last year. So 832 boxes.
Yes.
I think it was almost exactly a year when we did the challenge last year.
It is.
So out of that 832 boxes, how many boxes do you have left?
About 7. I counted them today because I go by the dates and I rotate constantly. So nothing's ever expired. And actually, I have to say to you that last year, when the kids came, I had boxes out with months and year on them, and it was done in an hour.
With the 12 kids? Yeah.
832 boxes in an hour with 12 kids. They really followed directions, got to it, and it was awesome.
Yeah. I remember we brought the cereal to the basement there, and we spread them all over the tables. Yes. When the 12 kids came there, were they like, oh my gosh.
They were. And yet when I started talking and said, these are the boxes, this is what I prepped for you, and I know that you only have an hour, just do as much as you can. Put the boxes in the appropriate, or put the cereal boxes in the appropriate boxes that I've labeled, and they did.
Thank you to our sponsors. IRD Homes, Mid-Michigan's top contractor, bringing new builds and renovations to life. Timber Oaks,
Timber Oaks offers customized lawn and landscape solutions and is a premier Mid-Michigan lawn care company. Link Excavation, your Mid-Michigan excavating experts serving Bay, Tuscola, Saginaw, Huron, and Genesee counties.
They just, I can't say enough about it. I've just had lots of help through the years. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of your help is probably your family too. I'm sure
yes.
they probably get drug in a little bit, don't they?
Yes.
Whether they want to or not.
When I started out 39 years ago, it was my dad that helped me all the time, and we drove to Flint to the food bank to pick up food. And I had 5 brothers. 2 are gone now, but they helped me. Everyone helped me, and it went down. My children. Mm-hmm. Now it's my grandchildren and their friends, and so they are all caring. And I hate to say this, but the older I get, the more they help me. I really like that. They think, oh, we got to go help her.
Yeah. How do people donate? Or, I mean, I'm sure you've had some years that you're like, I don't know if we have enough funds to get the supplies.
20 was a real hard year for us because we were at a zero balance. And so I just reached out there to the community, and they helped right away. And then during the pandemic, people from all over our state and other states heard about us because I was on television for only 5 minutes on Channel 5, and they actually still to this day keep sending donations, and I constantly am thanking them, telling them, how many people we've served, and it does take a village. It's just been amazing. I hope the next person that, fills my shoes enjoys it as much as I have, because I really have. I worked at the school. Now I'm seeing children that I started with in kindergarten coming there with their children. Mm-hmm. It's just so heartwarming. I'd love to write a book and talk about some of the people that have come in, about how they're so thankful. Can I actually give you an example today?
Yeah.
Something that
just
happened
no
today?
names, but yeah.
No names.
Oh, today actually it happened?
Today it happened. A veteran came in, and he's been down on his luck. He's 62 years old, and he wasn't in the service long enough to get any VA help. And so he's come in and gotten food before, and we've talked, and I've given recipes, and he's just a really nice man, always very thankful. And he came in today and said, what can I do? Because you've always thanked me. You've always helped me so much. What can I do to put in writing that when something happens to me, I want everything I have to be given here in this community? I want it to go to the mission store, to you. What do I have to do? And I said, you don't have to do that. And he said, I want to do that. Mm-hmm. That's how grateful I am. So the thankfulness never stops touching my heart. It's like that a lot. And I have an 80-year-old man that 2 weeks ago went and gleaned in a field of cucumbers for 6 hours to pick up the cucumbers that were left at the machinery didn't pick up, and he brought us 3 apple boxes.
Of
6
cucumbers?
hours,
Yeah.
and he's 80 years old.
Speechless on your stories. That's just amazing. That
Oh,
just
I know.
just
So
little
touching.
things. Yeah.
The people that volunteer there, that's why they stay. They enjoy talking to the people and the things they talk about. It just is heartwarming.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard, for them to come to you.
It is.
But at some point, everybody needs help. And I'm grateful that you're there for them, and I know you're grateful that you have the opportunity to be in their presence and give them a little bit of support and a little light at the end of the tunnel, maybe.
Absolutely.
Just to get over a hardship or a bad time if somebody gets laid off on their job or got hurt, and they need a bridge just to get by in that short time.
And originally, that's why it was started, as the bumps in the road. Whether you had a health problem or you lost a job or whatever was going on, there's lots of bumps in the road. And so that's why it was originally started. It was like an emergency fund. And we've gone from there, and people don't abuse it. They just are really thankful. And, when they bring their kids in, I try to make it a nice experience and talk to them. And I just think we're so blessed to have a food pantry, a free clothing store, and the mission store. It's a thrift shop that has household items. We're lucky in this little burg. Mm-hmm. I grew up in Reese, and there's about the same amount of people there as there is here. But we have all those entities. I never get over how caring and how long it goes, because the free clothing store has been around 20 years, and so has the mission store. That says a lot about all of the volunteerism going on in our community.
So how can somebody like myself donate? Do they bring you items? Is there a donation?
People usually bring us items. Every once in a while, people will send money to the church, or they'll bring in money. But they usually like to bring items, and they usually like to bring children and grandchildren with them to give to us, to make an impression on them. And I think that's really awesome.
Is there particular hours for drop off, or if somebody needs support?
Well, the food pantry itself is actually open on Tuesdays from 10 until 2. But the church office is open Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 until 3. So they could come one of those days. Or if they just call St. Francis Church and talk to the secretary on Tuesday or Thursday, I know that one day isn't ideal for everyone. So, and I'm only 2 miles away, so I'll be glad to come up there and, get the carts, help them load food in or give them food, whatever their need is.
Yeah. One thing that we didn't talk about, we have a cereal challenge that this podcast will be right in the middle of our cereal challenge for you. And that's from October 1st to October 15th. And what we're trying to do is raise boxes of cereal. And for every 50 boxes of cereal that the Gleaners, Gleaner, Arbor, gosh, I messed this up again. Gleaner, Falconer, Arbor.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good.
I got it. Gosh, it's just a tongue twister. They're going to donate $100 to the food pantry for every 50 boxes. So that's just amazing.
So awesome.
Yeah.
I belong to the Gleaners, and they're a wonderful group too, and they help everyone, every organization, children, senior citizens, everyone. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. I'm gearing up. I'm getting everything all stocked, so I've got my totes all ready.
Yeah. So last year we did 832 boxes. That's going to be a tough order, to get anywhere close to that. I hyped it up pretty good, but I'm going to try this year because 832 boxes made it barely a year. So. Yeah. Let's get out and donate those cereals. If you want to do a cash donation, you can either Venmo me or send a check into the Vassar Area Pantry. And it's going to great community and great people, and
absolutely,
it's going to touch a lot of families. Well, Peggy, we appreciate you, everything that you do in our community in the last 39 years that you've dedicated your life to this, the food pantry. And I like I said, 65,000 people that
65,000 people
that you've touched their lives
and
at
over
one
20,000 families.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
I know, and I still see a lot of them. It really touches me. And I appreciate people like you. That's how we keep going.
Yeah.
Is that people want to do something for someone else. And there's a great deal that goes on in our area, that's for sure. Thank you for asking me to come here.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Thanks, Peggy.